Say cheese.
Cheese.
There we go. All right. Check these doors closed. Secure. Parking brake set. Master on. Instruments on. Let's see if the battery is charging. Let's see. Aviation's on. Two on. Up. Clear prop.
Give you a small briefing about what we have. Okay. Alright, so what we have here. Indicated airspeed, knots.
Transport traffic, can I get a radio check, please?
The wire hanging down right there. That'll plug in. This is the this guy. The music. So we can have some music. There we go. So indicated airspeed, engine parameters, RPM, pressure and turbo, pressure and oil, temperature and oil. Altimeter settings, variometer, QNH. This is the rotor tach. So for takeoff we go until 200 with the pre-rotation. And then by himself he will fly between 300 and 400. It depends on the weight of the aircraft and the maneuvers and the Gs.
Okay, pre-rotation, so that engages the
clutch. The clutch. Make the first 200, we get the disc. We get the frisbee. Above 200 RPMs we get a frisbee.
Okay.
So when we have the frisbee ready, we just go full back and start pushing the air, and then we go in the air. So here do you have the rotor RPMs. So again, it's they only show you what is the RPMs at that moment, but doesn't you cannot control it. You can load the rotor. You can unload the rotor. You have to be careful not to do pushovers. No low Gs. You do a low Gs, you go from gyroplane to a piano in 1 second. So you don't want that.
We don't
want that. Right here we have the voltage, the temperature on the airbox, the CHT, that's the water, and the head temperature, the cylinder head temperatures, and the EGTs is the exhaust gas temperatures. That's more or less how is the consumption. So in the meantime, because it's a turbo engine, we need to warm it up. Alright, so the turbo and the oil gets nice, warm. So let's check the AWOS.
5 Celsius, dew point -5 Celsius, altimeter 3037 inches of mercury.
3037, so we go into, this is only on even numbers of 38.
Spanish Fork Airport, Woodhouse Field. Automated weather observation 1724 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility more than 10. Temperature 4 Celsius. Dew point -5 Celsius. Altimeter 3037 inches of mercury.
Alright. So runway 30 when it's wind calm. So transponder, radio. Trimmed, we only have 2 axes of trim, pitch up and roll left. Alright? This is the hoops. It's not the hops, it's the hoops.
Why hoops? Hoop misspelled.
Because it's misspelled. This is the Polish version of the English hoops.
Okay.
Fuel quantity, this is 9 plus 5. So we don't count it for safety. So that means you have 5 more.
Okay.
It's like 1 hour more.
So when it reads 0, you have 5.
Yeah. So this is your flight time, and you don't count the reserve. So you have like 1 hour 20 minutes plus 1 hour reserve that we are not counting on the system. The heating system that is already heating up the air inside. Magnetos 1 and 2 standard as a piston. The charging is the alternator, the generator System starter, spotlight, we don't need it. Navigation lights with strobes. Auxiliary pump for takeoff and landings. We have 2 electrical pumps, so that means if we have an emergency with the generator, that means we are battery power only. So we give us like 30 minutes, there is no mechanical pump. Alright, with 40 degrees we can go to the run-ups, so we go to 3000 RPMs. We're going 3001, we feel it. There's a drop, maximum 200. Back again. Up. There we go, that's a drop. Goes up, and we check our battery. We remove the battery, that means the generator is now energizing all the system. So that means it's working. We're good. And we can come back to idle. Alright, let's clean all this art that my students are doing. Alright, now it's clean. So standard safety briefing. I will do the takeoff, the landing. I will just give you the aircraft in the moment. Just don't push over. Really small inputs on the rotor and on the tail.
Okay.
I will show you. I mean the limitations.
Okay.
And you just fly nice. Normally the machine, if you start losing speed because you're pushing up, should start sinking. So the correction attitude is to lower the nose, get some speed, and go up.
Okay.
There's a lot of corrections on the throttle all the time, up and down, up and down, up
Always
and down.
on the throttle.
Yeah, always on the throttle, because you're flying with an umbrella, so it's not a narrow aircraft. All right, let's go. Right for traffic, Gyroplane November 313, Charlie Mike, taxiing to holding point Alpha 1 runway 30, westbound departure, Spanish.
Where's the little placard with the N number?
We didn't have it. I have to memorize that. I wrote it 1,000 times. So
313 Charlie Mike?
Yeah, 313 Charlie Mike. Alright, so before takeoff checklist. Pump on, passengers doors secure. We remove the rotor brake, so now the rotor is free. Check our controls, and everything is fine. Okay, check the other camera, it's not going anywhere. There we go. Pump on, you don't need the landing. Transponder on, Tickets, radar on. Spanish for traffic, Gyroplane November 313 Charlie Mike, taking runway 30 for westbound departure, Spanish. For westbound departure.